YouTube. So, doesn't this look pretty special, actually? So, I don't know if I get the light right, you see the fingerprints, but there you can see that this was an HSH. So if you watch parts 1 and 2, well, part 1 was before I took out the original pickups, which are lying there. I like to split. When you normally in the 5-way switch on this guitar, you've got the HSH. It doesn't automatically coil split, so you only get one. Right. So I had an idea to try and make this. I've not wired it. The switch, I was trying to do a switch that no one's ever done before, and the reason no one's ever done it before is because they tried and it doesn't work. But it's working. It's basically, imagine it being a 3-way. So I don't know if you can really see. These are the Temu pickups. They were on special offer and they were £6, £6.06. Only in this colour. They had them in other colours, and I think most of them were sort of 10, 11 quid for a pair. And some of them, there's like orange ones. It's really cool looking colours, but basically just these exact same pickups. Sort of Seymour Duncan Invader. In fact, I'll do a wee bit of a test because I've actually got a Seymour Duncan Invader in that RG. So it looks like them. Does it sound like them? So yeah, my idea with the coil splits, I've only got the 2 pickups. So I've got bridge humbucker, and then the 3 middle positions are all the same, which are the black coils, the ones you can't see, so it turns off the white ones. So you get like a middle Telecaster position and then neck humbucker. So I could just put a 3-way switch in there, but it gives me that middle sound, which I really like, the single coils, which is kind of what's missing from this guitar when it's stock. It's like having 2 single coils quite far apart on together is just lovely. You know, like they're kind of like Telecaster in the middle. But I'd much rather have that than 2 humbuckers. So I'm either going to put a 3-way switch in, which will solve the problem, or work out a better way of doing it. I've actually had another thought with something silly to do with it. So that would mean I could make it a 3-way. I could make it a 3-way switch. So I mean, they sound great. £6. I suppose just now we're in half power mode, so we're only using half of 2. So rather than being £6 and 6p, we're only using half of that, so it's only £3 and 3p worth. And this is, I didn't change the strings on the guitar. I did oil the fretboard and give the frets a polish because I had the strings off it, and I didn't set it up either, so it's still got a bit of high action. But I wasn't going to put these pickups in this guitar because I thought it would look rubbish, but I think they look kind of cool. The thing is, Temu also sells these as single coils, because I've got a red set I was going to put in a Buckycaster, so I could get like a cream one for the middle or a black one for the middle, like an Invader type. I think you'd have to buy a set of 3, but to be honest, I'd be quite happy to buy another set of these if I can get them for £6. I wonder if they've got any left. Because they seem to be fine. And that's me only using them as 2 single coils just now. So bridge pickup. Not really for clean. The neck. So Jazz Central. Rat pedal. suppose you could use the middle sound in distortion as well. You see, what's that string? These strings, I did not put them, well, I put them back on, but there is not even a whole wind on that G string. So don't bend it. But it's pretty. It's got that sort of Hendrixy thing because it's singly. I don't know who used Invader, some what a BC Rich of some sort. I like the sound of these pickups. I think currently with the 3 sounds it's got just now, it's better than it was with the other pickups. So you could basically, well, you could leave them at the original middle pickup in and either use it as a dummy or do a coil splitty thing with it. It's amazing the difference in this guitar. It's pretty much the same as the ER121C that you always see, but they painted the headstock black and they put better tuners on it and gold tuners and a gold bridge, and it's just awesome. I'm having no problem playing this at all, apart from the fact that some of the strings don't even have a whole wind. It's amazing that they're staying on, never mind staying in tune. And I'm thinking that these horrible cream pickups are looking fantastic as well. I think a black Invader for the middle, that would put, oh no. I'll tell you what my plan was. At some point, this was only meant to be an experiment, but I'm really liking it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. But, yeah, totally. Ultimately, it's worthwhile upgrading, especially if you can get them on a special offer or something like that. Temu, getting these pickups, totally, and putting them in your Epiphone or your anything, basically. Put you in your Strat, just cut holes with a, well, I'm going to say Dremel, you don't have a Dremel, use a hacksaw blade or a kitchen knife or something. Done that before. Or buy an HH scratch plate for a tenner. But yeah, it's definitely a worthy upgrade. I think I'm not sure how much I don't really know what the Invaders are for, because I wasn't expecting to like the Invader. Well, I'll try the other guitar, the one that's got Invader in it. The RG. I'll pause it if it's not in tune. It depends what the temperature was the last day I played it. As long as it's a clamped up Floyd Rose, they're going to be pure horrible. It's in tune with itself, so it might not be in tune with the other one. So this is the Invader pickup, but a real Invader. The real one. My God, this guitar feels evil compared to that. Okay, so it's only going by the sound, not by the play. Remember, that is a Japanese RG, whereas this is a budget box. Get with an amp, cheapest Yamaha you can get. I don't think the sound was that different. The action has an awful lot more, but I've not set this one up, so this is just the way it was whenever. I think it sounds pretty much the same. This is seems to have a really fat neck after playing an Ibanez RG, so it kind of, although it's basically the wee red Roadster is what this guitar is. It's not. It's somewhere between a Strat and a Super Strat, a sports Strat. So it's still got the Strat trim. It's a little bit pointier, no scratch plate. That's quite Stratty, and it's got the humbuckers in it. I think these pickups sound fantastic. This guitar's now, it's definitely worth the upgrade of this guitar. This sounds better than it did before, I'm sure of it. This sounds great. It's like, see when you're playing this, which is not quite Stratty, it's actually got quite a big shoulders on it. And then you play that thing, that's like picking up a samurai sword. It's like, it feels dangerous because it's got the floating trem and stuff. It's all like, I don't know, it's like an Apache attack helicopter. That would be a Greenpeace Apache attack helicopter. Yeah, so I don't know about the Invaders being, although they look pure evil, or I'm pretty much classing them as that's a really good copy, I think, considering that this is the cheapest Yamaha and that's a Japanese RG and all different woods and stuff like that. I think they're pretty damn close sounding. But yeah, they're not for metal people after the 80s, I don't think. Like once you got to thrash and stuff, I think these are too they distort too easily. These are, I've got back in the days of an amp where you don't really have a master gain and you want more gain, so that's when the Invaders, like, it's just to push your amp into distortion. I don't know, did it distort this? Sorta. Yeah, that's the clean channel. Whereas on single coil. But that's a great sound. Yeah. No, so my other idea was, so, I don't know. I can split the pickups, put the original one back in, but I like the look of these already. I think they're going to have to stay. I'll just buy another set for £6. I'd charge you more. Worth more. How much you wouldn't get this popped out for £6, would you? You're better just cutting them out and burning them and then buying another set rather than paying someone to desolder them. The middle pickup hole, I can't have a guitar that's got a hole for a middle pickup. I know Van Halen's guitar has always, Eddie Van Halen, the original one with a sort of bit of a scratch plate stuck to it and one pickup, and then just no, that's always given me the ick. I don't like that at all. I can't have a guitar that's got a hole in it. But so options are 5-way switch, and then either put the original pickup back in again, so you get that would give you positions 2 and 4, but then you'd have the crappy old pickup in the middle on its own as the middle position, and then the middle position. Or get a set of the Strat versions, or the single coil versions of the Invaders, in either black or white, whatever one's cheap. And another set of these. They're £6. I could imagine like talking about turbocharging a guitar. It's like, yes, it's exactly what you want, exactly what I want. I want, you're not looking for high fidelity. You're looking for raw power, and they look cool. I had these various versions of them over the years. My psychedelic Strat had them in it. I managed to get ones that had like a psychedelic mother of pearl, sort of perloid covers on them. I think they were still only about £20, but they were good as well. They were kind of, because of what I was playing, they worked much better with them. I actually had I've got a gold. I've got a cover, a gold cover for a Telecaster neck pickup. I don't think it's got a pickup in it. No, I wonder if I've got a Telecaster gold pickup in the middle. Might look quite cool. But the other thing I was thinking was, I've been talking about this for ages. I've been trying to get Jen to do a scratch plate where the middle pickup is like a mouth with something. I was going to call it the Screamer because I've got a pickup. It's from an old Encore, and it sounded phenomenal, but it was so microphonic. It just fed back as soon as you had any drive. So I'm thinking, as a temporary measure, sticking it in the middle of this, right? Convert this to a 3-way switch. So I've just got humbucker, single coils, humbucker, right? Ditch the tone control, put a white knob on it, and then make that the volume control, like a jazz bass, so they're both in parallel, and then have that on the Screamer pickup. So basically, when you're using, it's kind of almost like putting a piezo on. So when you're using the middle position, you can bring in a little bit of the microphonic thing, which will give you acousticy sort of sounds. And then, but when you're shredding, you can bring it in, and it'll almost work like a sustainer, because it was that feedbacky. You know, it's cool up and getting a bit of feedback. This time you can just actually just turn it up because the pickup's knackered. So you can go up and go up here, a bit of feedback, be like, and then just let it, and then you can turn it back down again. I quite fancy seeing if that works anyway, because this is only going to be a what to do with it one. I don't really know, but I think it looks cool as fuck now. I can't have that middle pickup missing though. I can't be bothered filling it. I suppose I could fill it and get it. But yeah. Rock on. And so, success, and yes, I do. I knew they're the same pickups. The hot rails you get as well. See, you now get 3 different types of hot rail. You can have like, there's like low, medium and high output. I was like, wow, fantastic. Because the hot rails you get in China are fantastic. I wasn't sure whether there were going to be an upgrade to these things, but to be honest, I think even a guitar like this is probably 10 or 15 or 20 years old. I don't think they were able to produce these as cheap as that then. You know, because I don't imagine they're making... Okay, say they're selling them for a fiver each, a tenner for a set. If you're buying them for a guitar, and mind you, if you're producing a guitar that's coming out in the shops at 150, 200 quid, you know, you're having to... I've been to China, I know what the guitars come out like. I mean, I was buying brand new guitars for 30 quid, and they were basically what we were getting as not the base level Squires and stuff, the sort of higher up ones. Then it was good hardware, but basically think classic vibe, but with more that type of thing, but with cheap tuners and stuff like that on them, because they were only 30 quid. But just to spend another fiver in the factory, you would probably get decent ones. So it's happened by this. The difference with having those nice tuners on it are really good. YO704, that's like Yamaha, don't bother telling you. Yeah, love the guitar, love these pickups. See what happens next. The Screamer's cream as well, I think. I'm going to put the Screamer in, and I'm going to have to do it anyway to see if it works. It's whether I can be bothered swapping over. Oh, I don't really like that switch either, do I? That's one of those shitty white plasticky switches. I won't be able to convert that to a 3-way, but I think maybe just a 3-way. Yeah, the 3-way, bridge, rock, middle, all serious bits, neck, sludge. That's what you want. Rock on.